Well, thank you very much. I came up here even before I was introduced or invited. My name is Svitlana, and I have a fantastic job, with Ostap, Marta, Sofia, and some other colleagues. Please raise your hands. You will definitely want to talk to them today. We are matchmakers for communities, basically. Does anyone know what the word matchmaker mean? I really hope that our interpreters can help me with the English equivalent because I'm not really sure what it is in English. So what exactly do? We build intermunicipal partnerships between Ukraine and Europe. Within 1.5 years of the project, we have found partners for 45 Ukrainian communities in such countries as Sweden, Germany, Poland, France. In October, we intend to continue looking for partners for Ukrainian communities in Italy. There were some flags there, but something went awry there. I had 10 minutes, but I will use only 5 minutes. I can see that everyone is fatigued. 3 reasons why your community desperately needs a robust partner in Europe if you don't have one yet. The first reason, experience of European cities. As Ostap referenced, Aarhus is a twin city or a partner city for Lviv. You heard their fantastic presentation, amazing experience that they can share. Since they are our partners, we can always call the chief architect and tell her, you know what, we are on the way. We would like to share something, and we don't have to invest so much time in exploring this experience on the internet if we can do it face to face. The second reason, access to European programs, financial programs in the first place, and this is something that Ostap alluded to as well. A lot of countries want to support Ukraine during recovery and reconstruction. This is the QR code to Marta Suprun's presentation. Recently, she made a presentation on opportunities for municipalities. Germany has a governmental program for the support of municipal partnerships, 50,000 euros. This is the first grant. Providing the grant is successful, they can also apply for an amount of up to 200,000 euros. The third reason, loud voice of Ukraine. Here you can see the Ukrainian delegation in Germany. I have a small village, a small community with a population of 18,000 people. I spent my childhood there and I love this village. I have really pleasant impressions of it. I would jump out of windows to make it to the local disco club. I found a partner for this village in Germany, and this partner has been supportive not only of my village, but some other communities in Ukraine as well. You can see Martin in the center. He's Ukraine's robust voice in Germany and Europe, and he's always for Ukraine. The fourth reason, and you will understand if you already have partners in Europe, this is support in dire times. In the morning of the 24th of February, the first text message that I received was from the city mayor of this German city. He said, Svitlana, if you need personal support, if your people, your communities require any kind of assistance, let us know. We will help with whatever we can. And in several days, I received this photograph from him. This is him on the way with humanitarian aid, a small community of his, 2,000 people. They supported Ukraine in the amount of 700,000 euros. Incredible effort on their part, let alone their support on the political level. So this is indeed a loud voice for Ukraine. But there's one core reason why European communities need partners in Ukraine. It's all about resilience. We are legit, we rock, but basically this is the primary reason. In Sweden, Kherson has a partner city, and the mayor of this partner city from Sweden intends to go to Kherson in the summertime. He wants to explore the solutions around water supply because they also have some issues with water supply, so they want to learn some resilience lessons from the city of Kherson. 5 steps to find a twin city or a partner city in Europe if you don't have one yet. The first step, I mean, since we are matchmakers for communities, we have a matchmaking website. This is our website. All Ukrainian communities looking for partners in Europe are represented there. We promote this website. We travel to diverse forums. We are in perpetual communications with European associations. So they can go to this website and they can find partners in Ukraine. The second step, if you don't have a good command of English, if you are not learning English, this is something that you need to embark on. Sign up for an English course tomorrow. Maybe you can use Duolingo and some other free apps. English opens up a lot of opportunities, but do not be fearful of linguistic barriers. The mayor of my village and the mayor of this German community communicate via Google Translate. There's this function there where you can record your message and Google Translate translates the audio message into the relevant language. So the mayor of my village started learning English because he's interested in faster communication. You can always find a way out of any situation. Just a funny story. When Marta and I presented this project for the first time abroad, we wanted to attract a broader audience. We wanted to engage more partners, and the only thing that came to us was to have a 3-meter tall wooden lion. Basically, it was a drawing or a painting by Maria Primatenko, and we had to color it together. My English was not really good, so I was at the airport all by myself, and I could not really explain it to the taxi driver because we had to fold the back seat. And I said, your chair wants to sleep. The taxi driver got my message. The lion made it to the final destination. So I guess that the most common phenomenon ever globally is bad English or poor English. I guess it's right. And the third step is about forums, events, letters. Be bolder. Do not be afraid to approach. Travel to international forums, because if you stay in your community and wait for partners to come and find you, it's not going to work that way. 4 months ago, we wrote a letter to an ex-community and we did not receive a response. It doesn't really work that way. Call them, find them on Instagram, find them on a forum, then your chances for success will be greater. If you don't have an international cooperation unit, if you don't have at least one person that is well versed in project management, that knows a little bit about cooperation with international partners and is fluent in English, you need to either establish such a unit or find such a person. Otherwise, you are missing out on a lot of opportunities.
Number 5, training. This is what you're doing now. So what are the opportunities that we offer? We offer the organization of Lviv Urban Forum. Did we say that this is the first time but not the last time? I think we have emphasized this on multiple occasions. Okay, so this is not the last Lviv Urban Forum. Secondly, we do ideas residency in Lviv. These are small kinds of forum for 15-20 people on different topics: sustainability, architecture, communication, healthcare administration. So please register with us and find out more. We also have trainings and visits to EU structures. Just some 2 weeks ago, we had a trip for 5 Ukrainian communities, because you need to be well versed in this. What else could you do apart from downloading Duolingo? We don't have the mayors of European communities here, but why don't we start? Why don't we strike up cooperation between the architects of Ukrainian cities and European cities? We are going to have a networking session today. We're going to be together the entire day tomorrow. You have seen all of our speakers. Try to come up to them, get to know one another. You can forge a cooperation between yourself and interpersonal. I'm sure it's going to grow to a different level. Thank you. Thank you, Svitlana. Do we have any hands in the room? Yes. Okay, can you please take the mic? Hello. Ukrainian cities, towns, villages. You know, it's the initiative is called Cities4cities, but Ukrainian cities are used to just receiving help from European cities. Like, we need a new piece of equipment, then let's ask Berlin. But when is Berlin going to ask Ukrainian cities for things so that we don't pick up crumbs? Well, I think that equipment is not as valuable as what we can offer to European cities. Uh, Experience is priceless. For instance, Unbroken, the rehabilitation center that you have heard about yesterday, they already receive visits from well-renowned doctors who come here not to teach but to get trained. Today they are working on supporting children with torn artery or shell shocked or shell wounds, and I think this experience is much more valuable than any medical piece of equipment that they can offer. Hello, I have a brief question about partnership. How do you build it in a way so it's not a formality? Because almost every big city has a sister city somewhere in Europe or in the world. Like Kyiv has dozens of them, but with time it becomes trite, it becomes a formality, it ends up with, erecting a monument here or there. How can you change it? Yeah, erecting a monument or sending greetings on the day of the city. This also happens. Yeah, so when the war started, if the partnership that used to be non-active became active, that this means it's a good partnership. It's right now is high time to establish active partnerships because European cities and mayors are longing for it. But the biggest insight that I have gotten within this project is always interpersonal cooperation. Mayor to mayor, chief architect to chief architect, head of international division to head of international division. When the communication is not just in emails, but on WhatsApp, hi, how are you? I have an idea. Then it's going to be an active kind of partnership. Hello. I live in the Kharkiv region, and in my community, the majority of the government and local still government and the mayor are very conservative. There are some local activists and young people that want to change things, that go places, go abroad, get education on the Ukrainian territory. So I have a question. With all these opportunities, with all of the opportunities to garner support from other countries, what should the young people, the active people do now to better foster the communication with the conservative government in the future? Well, you are here, so you're on the right track. But if to speak of the partnership, a great idea is to start establishing cooperation between NGOs in different cities, because in this way we can also share experience. I know that there are also some programs that support partnership between youth organizations. So I guess my answer is very simple. Just jump at the opportunity and do it. And if you have a spark about it, I think you're going to make it. Are there any more questions? The last question. Let's have the last question to Svitlana. Hello. Thank you so much for your presentation. I have a question. So in terms of established cooperations between our municipalities and European cities, what are the cooperation topics? As far as I understand, the humanitarian domain takes precedence, or are there some other kinds of cooperation within some specific sectors, for instance, local economic development or development of entrepreneurship? Is it a popular topic or not? Humanitarian aid is just the first basic step taken by a sister city, if it's a new partner or long established partner, but it's not the key component, and this is not the key objective for this project. The support for local economic growth is often a priority. For instance, last week there was a forum with Sweden where we have established 11 new cooperations, and the minister was there, and he said that his personal priority and and priority for such cooperations is the business cooperation. Businesses want to cooperate and get to know one another. Topics could be very varied. Usually we start with comparable communities. For instance, a small community in Europe would find it difficult to be friends with a large-scale Ukrainian city. But other than that, it could be mobility, urbanism, tourism, whatever. We're not limited in this way.